Hello, friends. It's Chapo.
I still can't get over this. So I was going to take the train to JFK yesterday because I had plenty of time, but I had to go to the bathroom, as often happens with me. So I went to Macy's in downtown Brooklyn, and when I was pulling my pants up, I realized I didn't have my
Number
phone.
one or number two?
Number two, of course. And I pulled my pants up, realized I didn't have my phone in my pocket, and also that one of my pockets had a hole in them. So I realized it had fallen out somewhere while I was trying to find a bathroom, and I completely was freaking out. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm screwed. Have no phone. Yet can't call anybody because I don't know their numbers, even if I could get to a phone. Was trying to figure out what to do. I ended up just going back to the hotel that I'd already checked out of, hoping that they could like, call me a car or something. And as soon as I come through the door, all wet and frazzled, the woman behind the desk, I say, "Hi, I'm Matt Christman. I just checked out." And she's like, "You lost your phone." I'm like, "What? Yes, but not here." And she calls this number and she gives me the phone. And this guy had found it on the ground outside of the Macy's. And he couldn't get into it, obviously, and he didn't know what to do. But then my email notification from the hotel popped up on the screen. So he figured I might still be there, and he called them and left his number. And then I was able, because I went back, just randomly was able to get in touch with him. I honestly felt like God had kissed me on the forehead in the form of Hollis. So shout out to Hollis, my brother for life, for that one.
Hollis, a true good Samaritan, a New York City champion. Thank you for helping Matt. He did not secure his hobo bindle properly before trying to get on the subway. He was shambling around Brooklyn with just like, a boot with one big hole and his toes sticking out of it.
I don't know, like
his beans are falling everywhere.
Yeah, the fact that I mean, this is a great story, but also the fact that the hole in your pants was that big. Like for most people, that's like, all right, that's the end of me using these as pants. But he's like,
I didn't know
like
it was there.
You're like a Mark Twain protagonist.
It just showed up. I don't know how it happened. And it was not like they were old, bedraggled pants. They're relatively new. I blame it on planned obsolescence and capitalism.
Are these pants? Are they the Amazon Essentials fashion label?
Either that or Kroger. I don't know.
Did you get these pants at a grocery store, Matt?
Look, it doesn't matter where I got them. What matters is that I now know that there is a hole in them, and I will make sure not to put anything in that pocket anymore.
Oh, Matt. I wish the money changed you. Well,
it's just like when you buy more expensive pants, it takes many years for that to happen to them, if ever. That is just like, it's like Red Wing boots. They're the only boots you need your entire life.
I guess I'm a penny wise, pound foolish type of person. I always used to buy like one roll of toilet paper at a time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm an idiot. What do you want from me?
Well, I will say, cheers to Hollis from Brooklyn for getting Matt out of a tight jam with his just generally good Samaritan type behavior and attitude. There's still good people in the world. So cheers to Hollis, but jeers to President Joe Brandon for fucking up my travel to New York. Thanks to his woke Force One, I was not able to leave Southern California in time to make my connecting flight to New York, and had to spend 12 hours overnight in, yes, the Denver International Airport, the most demonic of all airports in the world. I spent the whole fucking night in that airport, thanks to woke Force One and President Joe Brandon. Let's go, Brandon, for fucking up my travel plans. I did not find any of the deep underground military bases, unfortunately, but luckily I was able to make it to New York in time.
Did you see the gargoyle?
I didn't see shit. I was just in Terminal B. I was just posted up. I had a beer, just watched some shit on my computer, tried to fall asleep. I gotta say the Denver International Airport felt about as malevolent as any other airport I've ever been in.
Yeah, that's how they get you. I was gonna ask, like, did you go through any like ghost decontamination process before you came home?
No. They gave me like
home with you.
They gave me toothpaste and a water bottle, and that's it. Maybe, was it holy water? I don't know.
No, I mean, like, you go to an evil airport like that, you gotta delouse yourself.
Ghosts flee the body at above 10,000 feet, though. So they flushed out once they got above the weather.
Yeah, who's saying that? The Denver airport, the people that want to
Yeah.
spread ghosts?
I am reasonably sure I'm ghost clear, but I mean, if there's a test I can take, I will.
I like that the Denver airport, like one of the reasons people think it's like an evil airport, that the mural with like the NWO soldier killing all the children, that's like a hippie mural. That's like an aging Denver hippie commissioned that because he's like, oh, that's what the world is. It's greedy men fighting wars and killing children. But people see that and they're like, oh, they endorse this.
Well, as it's been explained to me, the primarily the two weird eyebrow raising details about the Denver International Airport are A, how long it took to construct, and B, how far away it is from Denver itself. And I guess C, the fact that there's already an airport in Denver and they didn't really need to build this other airport that took an inordinately long amount of time to construct and is suspiciously far away from the city itself. I'm, deep underground military base, probably. That's what I'm betting on. Sort of
No,
like a
yeah.
survival arc for the world elite.
It also has a giant horse sculpture that killed its maker.
Yes. Yes.
I like that one.
Oh, yeah, that was Mr. Hands. Yeah. Well, like many Polish people, was outwitted and defeated in single combat by a bronze statue. And then they memorialized him. Yeah, no, I think it's actually something pretty boring. Like it's an underground base, like that's linked to a Cold War policy that no longer has any meaning or relevance.
Yeah, like Greenbrier or whatever, where they got like a bunch of Van de Kamp's pork and beans in case like Sam Rayburn has to take over the country after a nuclear strike.
Oh man, we went to the Greenbrier on a family vacation when I was like 7. It was one of our weird family vacations.
That's an amazing place, just to like check it out.
Yeah. I didn't. No, we stayed there. It was like,
oh sweet.
I don't know who picked that one. I remember kind of liking it, but yeah, you even as a 7-year-old, you're like, oh, I can tell that they were going to repopulate the earth here.
Wasn't
Yeah, they're like, Sam, because you're Speaker of the House and acting president, you get to fuck the harem first. And he's like, oh boy,
I sure can't wait. Sounds fun.
Oh wow.
Felix, didn't you also say on a family vacation that you took when you were a kid to the South with your family that your dad was walking around sort of doing the opposite of the Liam Neeson in Dublin thing?
Yeah, okay. First of all, I want to clarify. I was saying Sam Rayburn, not my brother Sam. In that joke, I want to clarify that. I just realized that people could misinterpret that. Second of all, yes, we went on a road trip of the South when I was, I think 13 or 14. My brother and sister were away at college, and before the road trip through the Deep South with me, my mom, and my dad had read like only books like Ghosts of Mississippi. So every time he saw like a white person over than 50, he'd just like glare at him. Just
Byron D. Beckwith. Just looking for James Woods.
Yeah, he just, I mean, he's probably right,
Yeah.
He was probably right about that. But like, then pick a different vacation.
I just want to mean mug old men in overalls for a weekend. That sounds like fun.
All right. Well, we got a little time to rest and recharge before Florida. Very much looking forward to our Halloween show down in Fort Lauderdale to close out this tour. But the news must go on. So I guess let's start because he's back in the news, folks. And this is another vindication that once again we were right. Kanye West over the weekend threatening to finally disclose Jewish business secrets. Felix, are you nervous?
Well, like, okay, so he said he's going to disclose the rabbi's treasure and more modern Jewish business secrets that are not tied to ox pulling and rudimentary banking, sort of Baumbachian Jewish business secrets. But I think he's bluffing. I don't think he knows them. Like,
I mean, he referred to the Jewish business secret of owning property.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he's referring to this like late period Jay-Z song called 444, where Jay-Z's like, oh, you know why Jewish people are rich? Because they buy buildings. In just another excruciatingly boring Jay-Z song where he raps the entire contents of his Morgan Stanley written debt. And then Kim Kardashian, because of all the money she made from her gotcha game, like paid off his debt. That's just not a man who understands financial secrets, in my opinion.
Well,
and he just bought Parler.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for a guy who understands business secrets, buying the right wing social media app Parler, of which Candace Owens' husband is an investor in, does not strike me as business secrets of the pharaohs.
Do you know how many followers Kanye has on Parler?
How many?
5,000 of last I read. That's a fucking ghost town.
God damn! Can you imagine having Candace Owen be your fucking Grima Wormtongue? That's brutal.
He just got like the George Floyd died of fentanyl shit from her. Like that's just directly from her.
Yeah.
Like he's just repeating what she told him.
He also got the bot. He also got buy my husband's company from her.
Yeah.
I like he's finally found a new form of Nation of Islam and Black Israelite stuff that like hates black people as much as Jews.
Yeah.
It's just like it's Black Israelitism where it's like we're the real Jews, but that's one of the reasons we're bad. Honestly, it's the same thing that happened with Alex Jones, where he takes something interesting, in this case, one of the more interesting and fun American ideologies invented in the 20th century, and just fucking debones it until it's being a regular Republican.
Yeah. I do like that he's basically reverse engineered NOI to be like, Dr. Jakob was right to make white people.
Yeah.
The snow apes have some good points.
Well, we can look for it. I mean, I just like buying Parler. I mean, like these leeches are just I don't think they're going to take all his money, but they've certainly taken like most of the respect he once had at this point. And, what is he going to be left with after? I don't know. Maybe the White House. Who knows?
I don't know. He's not, because it's like the deeper he goes into politics, the more it is because of like a Candace Owens or Candace Owens' weird husband. And the deeper that he goes into that, the more of like any originality or that X factor that he brings goes away. Like we talk about how Trump, he captured lightning in a bottle because he took being a celebrity and that actual celebrity TV experience and combined it with like touching the third rail of immigration that the GOP base wanted. But there are also unique, original things about his personality and what he brought that were irreplicable. There are intangibles. The way that he attacked Jeb, like his sense of humor, the weird phraseology. I think that is as important to anything as, immigration or whatever. Anything that like gave Kanye his hideously annoying fan base, the more that he touches politics, the more it goes away. The content of his diatribes is now just, there's nothing unique about it. He just sounds like all those other guys, except for like, I guess the Jewish stuff.
He's willing to be more explicit about that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Another sort of a hurdle to clear for his presidential ambitions that I think you've identified, Felix, is basically it would involve winning the White House without a single woman voting for you. And that's something you really do need to have in order to win a national election. Because, it's like a Kanye, Kim Kardashian presidential may see the total depolarization of American politics and the complete genderification of America, the gender polarization of American politics.
I mean, he would get a dearth of women, but I'm not even sure.